Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Limo. Got a pretty good looking stock here, RDW, coming out of some long-term cycles. Now this is up already quite a bit off the cup floor, so it has elevated risk, but if you manage the risk properly with trade allocation and with options, you should be fine. It actually looks really good action in the PBC zone. Also, if you're interested in getting my top 7 picks for this week, then go ahead and comment below yes on the 7 picks, and I'll go ahead and forward those to you. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Okay, cycle breakdown on this cup. This is actually a pretty interesting cup. The U pivot high over here around the $17 mark, but basically bottomed out in the cup around that $2 psychological price point. Tested into that multiple times. Basically just spent about a good year testing down in that $2 and $3 area. So what happened when we get outside of these cycles was we had a 1-year high basically in a TM2 cycle, 3.5 month cycle. That pretty much nailed the bottom if you were looking for that. Again, we like to look for at least a 6-month high, sometimes 8 to 12 months. That's what we got here, a 1-year high, TM2 cycle pullback, and you pretty much nailed the generally the meat of the move, where the trend started, the new super cycle started, and you got good continuation. Basically, right now where we're at is about an 800% gain in 1 year. That's a pretty good gain, so nothing to sneeze at. Now the really strong action came out of the TM7 cycle. This is just something we see over and over and over. That TM cycle is a 27 to 33 month cycle, and you can see once that's set, you got first wave down, basically, well, probably for second wave down. This little trough right here is 1 wave. 2 waves, and then an inside wave. Basically held above that $5 psychological price point. Higher low, the second wave down or the third wave down, and pretty much up from there. So breaking down the cycles, the TM4 cycle, first cycle, and then we had the TY1, that's a 1.5 year cycle. And then the TM6, that's a 21 to, actually 17 to 23 cycle. And then we had the TM7 cycle, it's a 27 to 33 month cycle. So where we're at right now, basically popped up to that prior U pivot. You can see right there, once we got above that prior U pivot, basically came back down and tested the 35 MA. Little 4-bar high breakout right there, got you in pretty good. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkahunatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, now as far as what we would expect over on the right hand side of this pattern, it's a PBC zone. It's actually pretty good quality so far. We had a pivot high, basically a TD4 hit right near that pivot high, so that's a sign of strength. We got the 5 to 7 lows right here. The next cycle, again, it's just about ready to set, the 10 to 13 cycle. And if those lows on that cycle hold above that, you get a price squeeze coming in. So basically that's going to be the line. And so far, again, we're holding above that $20 psychological price point. Right now we have a $25 psychological price point that it's going to be trying to slice through here in the next few days, and good likelihood of it that it will. So again, this is in a PBC zone, and as far as targets, a lot of times you can extrapolate from the base to the U pivot, which is basically, that's almost 1,000%. If you extrapolate it over here, that would be 10 times, it'd be close to $200. I think that might be quite a bit unrealistic. I always like to look at the PBC zone. If you get a quality PBC zone, to look for a couple 100% gain out of the PBC zone. So if that was the case, then you're at 2 times 27, 54 plus 27. You're at 74.81 bucks, which would be 150% plus out of that PBC zone. You know, it's a long shot, but it's got really good momentum behind it. And it's got a lot of buzz in the FinTwit right now, so looking pretty good. Again, it's RDW Redwire Corporation PBC zone setup, and again, Because it's so far out of the cup floor, it would be wise to drive down the risk with either options or conservative trade allocation. You don't want to put your whole trading account in at these levels. If you were down in the base, a lot easier to swing for the fences on it, but you're already well underway in a trend, so good idea to be cautious here. So a reminder again, if you'd like to get my top 7 cycle based picks for the week, just post below yes on the 7 picks, and I'll go ahead and forward that to you. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.